smallest city may get a little smaller. Thanks for joining us at 5:30. I'm Cam Smith. Vergennes is trying to reconcile a decades-long border dispute with the neighboring town of Panton. Calvin Cutler joins us now to show us how that could affect both communities. Calvin.
Yeah, Cam, good evening. Now, this red line you see right here is the current border separating Vergennes and Panton. But the actual border is hundreds of feet up the road and where this orange line is. Now, the two towns now want to come to a compromise on where to draw the line and decide the fate of residents caught in between. The city of Vergennes and the town of Panton recently spearheaded a study on how to divert noisy tractor-trailer traffic from Route 22A away from downtown Vergennes. In the process, surveyor Tim Cowell came across a problem that's been known for decades but was never addressed. The boundary is Vergennes' tax map, and it's way off. And the actual boundary, as outlined in the city charter, is further up the road.
They probably grabbed onto fence lines or hedgerows here and there and put up the sign because that's where people thought the line was.
With the potential highway bypass hanging in the balance, leaders of the two communities have set out to find a solution, and it sparked lots of questions about what moving the border would mean. Caught in the crosshairs, about 28 Vergennes parcels, or some 178 acres, which may be turned over to Panton.
We're going to do this civilly, and we're going to try to figure out what's best for everybody.
This has both been thrust in our plates, and we're doing the best we can with it.
Leaders in both towns are hitting the history and law books to understand all implications of moving the border. On the table are several options. Keep the current tax map as the boundary. That's the red line. Use the original charter line as the boundary. That's the orange line. Or negotiate a boundary somewhere between the two, using the green line as a starting point.
We know as Vermonters, you're pretty identified with where you live and your address, so it's a big deal.
Where they eventually draw the border could have a big impact on both sides, affecting infrastructure, city services, property values, and most significantly, taxes for Vergennes homeowners if they lose dozens of homes from their grand list.
We're pretty much a square mile, and we have a lot of things happening in there, and it costs money, and our taxes are high, and we do look at that there is this tax implication that could happen out of this.
Vergennes' loss would be Panton's gain. Weaver says he's not sure what decision townspeople will favor.
You've got a lot of people who would take the stance of I don't care, just keep it as it is, let's not go through this. There's some people that are, their families have been here for centuries again, and they feel that they want to say, well, if this was Panton's land, let's have it be Panton's again.
The two communities will hold several public hearings to look at the maps together. And until they come to an agreement, both towns are unable to amend their charters. Now, this is just the beginning as well. The maps also show that Vergennes also has to settle its border with the towns of Ferrisburgh and Waltham. Now, whatever plan Vergennes and Panton land on will still need the approval of the state legislature. Cam?
Our Calvin Cutler.